How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Morrowind. We are on to part 24. We have 2 tribes left to deal with. We got this thing. And then we got this from the Edmusa. So I'm going to actually go do this southern tribe first. And I don't remember where they're located at. But it's down to the south, so we'll find it. Nora, that's fairly close. This one's closer, though. I'm gonna talk to the lizard guy, I guess. What? Candles. He's around here somewhere. These stairs are difficult to use, so. God. There are some difficult stairs. I have no clue what he's got going on up here. But there are stairs to it, I guess. Wow. Very pretty. What's the point of this, though? I don't get it. You know, I say that all of the people that we spoke to got better houses than us. This guy did not get a better house than us. I feel bad for him. How you doing, buddy? I'm not really a member. So we can do enchanting. He sells stuff, but he has nothing to sell. And he's got a pretty good cooking pot. Got a couple of soul gems back here. I don't want to take any just in case he gets mad about it. And he's got a little lava pool. So we're looking for the Edmusa Tribe, and I believe they're over here somewhere. They're in this lower quadrant down here. It'll just be a little bit while we look for them. Of course, I could Google it up on my phone, but we don't really need to do that. Not in Morrowind, honestly. I believe they're to the south. But I also know they're somewhat near Saran. I need to get that invisibility spell so that I can avoid these dangerous creatures out on my walks. Now this tribe is a little more hostile than the ones we've come in contact with so far. They're not particularly friendly, and it's easy to mess up. Hey, this could be good. I might be dying. Looks like it. That's no good. wondering if she'd give me some counsel about the location of the last Ashlander Camp, but no luck. I know that Sumatul will, but we don't. We've gone as far as we can with Sumatul. So I'm actually gonna try to go south this time and go along the edge. So there's a guy with a sword around here that I'd like too. It's going to be a bit hard to find him. And I feel as though it's more south than in the other direction. Mount Khan, Malikmar, Mount Sherpa, Dai. Plagiad. Huh. Yes, we're gonna have to go north from here. Like, this Ashlander Camp is one of the poorer ones. And they're not near Molegmar. So the fact that we see that city means that we're in the wrong area. Or that we're a little bit off track, at least. They're camped in one of these, Fyota. So the Fyota are these little lava tracks that run through this region. And the Edmusa Camp is just set up in the middle of one of them. I don't remember which one. So we're just going to go through a couple of them and see if that gives us an inkling of direction, or if we have to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, so it's not this one, so we'll go over another one. I doubt it's this one either. Although it is opening up into a wide enough plain to be the right one. I'm gonna go west. East and south, I think. And eventually we'll stumble upon it. Like, the area is not that big. We just have to stay out of the grazelands and follow these Fyota until we see what we want to see. My APM is just not where it needs to be to play Morrowind. It's kind of sad, actually. Hey, this is a cool thing. Birthplace of Analexia. If you finish the Temple quest, you can go there and get the most powerful medium armor in the game. It technically has the same armor rating as the two highest heavy armor sets in the game. So with 100 in medium armor and 100 in heavy armor, the Lord's Mail, and one other basically have the same rating as far as armor is concerned. But the Ebony Mail also has a shield spell effect that's permanent. So that means it technically has 50 higher armor rating than the other best armors in the game. Doesn't sound that significant, but it is a pretty big jump. We truly are the hero of prophecy, wandering the desert. I guess this doesn't count as a desert, right? But the Ashlands are kind of like a desert. This is looking better, but I'm beginning to wonder if I know where I'm actually going or if I actually will have to look this up. The last camp we can find no problem. That one's not going to be hard. But this one always is a little bit on the harder side to find. And it's not in a random place, like it's always here. But it's not here. I'm going to check over in this area real quick and then we'll search it up. Because I don't want to spend the whole episode just running around. So we're looking for Ashlander tents, which is a bit of an ask, I know, because they're the exact same color as the gray desert we're in. Don't want to go south. We actually want to go fully east. So we'll follow this Toyota, even though it feels like we've been this way. Yeah, they must be on the other side of this range. Ooh, this is the range I'm thinking of. This is Mount Cand. Or adjacent to Mount Cand? Maybe not. But now we're still not sure, eh? We just need to go that way. That's Graceland. We don't want to be near Graceland, so we'll go south. How long can we let a cliff racer wail on us before we die? Good thing I haven't figured that out yet. Ah, so there you are. Looks like you're up here. You're actually closer to my house than where I am right now. We want to go north. Basically, we want to follow this Toyota north. Which I know we just came from here. So these cliff racers just never give up, do they? You would think they'd be a bit discouraged, but... well, we got rid of one. Let's just be satisfied with that. I really thought it was to the south, but it is to the north. In fact, we should be getting close. Well, we gotta go through these ruins, I guess. And it's on the other side of these hills? What I got says it should be around here. Yeah, there it is. So we save before we go into this place. Because it's a bit deadly, honestly. And we're gonna go straight to the Ash Woman. You wish to be named Arabenison? Nevering? Never. Not while Paul and his war-loving Ashcan live. They hate Outlanders, and they are very proud and haughty, and they will never suffer an Outlander to rule them. If you would be Nevering of the Aeron, you must kill Paul and his supporters. The Glockens. Alright, so our first task is to start killing Ashlanders. Which, if you had done this at any of the other camps, would have been bad. So this is one of my targets. And it's important to do this quest with some inventory space. As an Paul. You say I will, but I won't. I'm gonna kill you. And it's gonna be one-sided. It's a glass axe, friend. Don't mess around with that kind of stuff. So basically take every named item off their bodies, because you're gonna need them. And there's one other guy you gotta kill, and I think he's Renabi. Hey Renabi, slain one of my people. Cool. And the reason we're doing that is because we have to convince somebody else to become Ashcan, and the way we do that is by giving them a bunch of gifts. So we need to convince this new guy to become Nevering. There are also a couple of guys around here, walking around, these two. They're bad folks. But I guess you don't have to kill them. Oi! Wow. Hiding on the roof. Do I need anything off of your corpse? No. I don't. So this is the guy we need to convince to be Ashcan. And you'll basically be going through like a dialogue tree with him. No matter what she says, I don't want to be Ashcan. I don't want to be Ashcan. And you get two options. Yes, I recognize it. Anabi wore that robe, the word of Erden the Wise. It was handed down to Ornabi through his family, but what does that have to do with me? You basically give him the items. Yes, I recognize it, Ornabi. Okay, thank you. The lesson is clear. The robes give wisdom and counsel, and the ideal that the robe gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who wears the robe, and the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the tribe. I must give this thought. And then you go. I want to be Ashkan. I recognize it. Oz wore this amulet. Give him the amulet. Make a little speech. Exit out. Give him the axe. Make a little speech. I shall name you Neverine. Alright. Gotta go talk to the white woman here. She's the one that actually has... where is it? Did I get it? So you get an item for it, and it's called the Seizing of the, Don't see it. I must speak with the wise woman Morrowind and get from her the seizing... Yes, I have to speak with her. Okay, she does not want to give me the loot for some reason. There we go. We have the loot. So the seizing of the Erupson. You basically just need to pick up the item off of the tribe. Whenever they name you a Neverine, you get an item from them. So we're going to head over to Kogaroon. And from Kogaroon we'll travel to the Urshulaku. Or that's her name, Urshulaku. I don't know where that came from. The first tribe that we spent a bunch of time with. When I say a bunch of time, we spent like 12 minutes with them, but you know, we were in their town for a few seconds. It's gotta count for something. Nissus. Mournhold. I think this is the wrong island. Yeah, this is the wrong island. And then we do need to go to Ebonheart to pick up our cut of the loot. False. Take on the fell. There we are. Yeah, this one has a portal around it sometimes. I don't know why or for what purpose that is. But it makes it hard to get through. Portal activator? Yeah, there we go. Oi. Guess it's to keep something bad from coming through. Which I appreciate. Like, of our 2 additions from the Mages Guild, he is definitely the one I like the best. I need to heal myself before I die. But I've been considering playing some Skyrim in my off time, because I generally play some Magic in my off time, and then I'll have another game in my off time. And I'm currently working my 3rd playthrough of Elden Ring, but it's going to be finished here in the next few days. So I'm thinking of replacing it with Skyrim, but I kind of want to do a modded playthrough, and I feel like Skyrim's one of those games where you just, when you get into the modding hole, it's really hard to figure out what you're actually trying to do or when you want your story to end. Yo. Nah, I don't need your council, mate. Name me. There we go. Before Hearth and Kin, I, leader of the Ursulaku. Director of the tribe, give this token to you. We got the teeth of the Ursulaku. The Neverine. Alright. So now we gotta go to Vivek. And I don't know what the situation is gonna be like there, but it's probably not good. Because the being named the Ursulaku, Neverine is what triggers the Ordinators to consider you a public enemy. Hey, I'm the Neverine. Alright, well, he's not hostile, which is a good sign. I mean, he's calling us scum, which, like, if you're not acclimated to Morrowind's natural inclinations, you might consider that hostile, but honestly, it's pretty par for the course in this neck of the woods, so I consider that a win. Mountain Dew fell over. My hand is going to sleep. And it is my right hand. Or my left hand? The one controlling the WASD, so it may not be functioning here very soon. Our ability to move may not work. So after we do all of these important trials to prove that we're sincere in our protection of Morrowind, we go talk to her, meet the Archcannon, and she's like, avoid confrontations, go through the private quarters. So he is literally right behind this door, but he won't let you come in through the front door. No. You have to sneak in through the back like a bloody criminal. Through the Hall of Wisdom, too, which is right next to the Hall of Order, where the what do you call them? The Ordinators are high at work trying to arrest you. Okay. And the door is still locked. Alright, well, since it's locked, I'm gonna force the door open. Hey. Thank you for coming, Uverth. As you know, the Temple's doctrine on the Neverine. Yeah, I know that you guys... Temples must protect the people from false doctrines, and your association with the Imperial Intelligence makes your motivations and integrity suspect, but you have been chosen as Hoarder and Neverine by the Dunmer people, and we have reached a crisis with Dagoth. We can no longer defend the people against the Awakened Sixth House, and you and your prophecies may represent our last hope. The situation is desperate, but I would rather hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to this situation from Lord Vivek himself. He has asked to see you. would you agree to meet with him? And if you say, no, I don't trust you, you basically have to come back and say you trust him. So, this is where Vivek lives. If you can open a 100 locked door, you can get in and see the god beforehand. If you get in beforehand, you can kill him, take the artifact that he has off of his body, and get it enchanted yourself. Business. I've expected you. We have business, you and I. When I was young like you, I was very patient, but I'll be willing to keep business short. And there may be time for other things, but first I propose to remove the curse of the Neverine and end the persecution of the destined priests, and proclaim to all of Morrowind that Uverth is the incarnate and the Neverine, the prophesied savior of Morrowind, and the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagoth in the Sixth House. These things I will do whether you wish or not. Next, I propose to surrender to you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagoth. You may choose to refuse, and I will not compel you. You will receive the power as a gift in the form of an artifact called Wraithguard. If you accept the gift, then do with it what you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give the oath, then keep it or break it as you like. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift? Maybe it depends. He'll send you away. No, I refuse. He'll send you away. And then yes, I accept. It's the only option. Very good and sensible of you. Now will you give an oath before all the gods and men, before the spirits, invisible and visible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagoth and the preservation of Morrowind and its people? Maybe it depends. He'll send you away. No, I will not answer. He'll send you away. You have to say yes. Not very sensible, but very good. I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitation about making such an oath. You will have a very brief momentary sensation of time passing. Do not be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. It will be over before a brief sensation of motion in total darkness floating, not a sense of weight or direction, before you know it. Now I will notify the temple that you are our champion, and there will be no more persecution of the dissident priests. I hope that both sides will swiftly reconcile. We have time for questions if you like, or you may leave as you wish. But I think there are at least two things you ought to know before you leave: how to use Wraithguard and how to defeat Dagoth. Go to Red Mountain and recover the artifact Hammer Sunder from the great citadel of Vinile, and recover the artifact blade Kinning from the citadel of Odrasil. Then proceed with Wraithguard and Sunder and Kinning to the citadel of Dagoth. In the citadel you will find the Heart of Lorcan. Use the three artifacts to sever Dagoth's connection to the heart, and he will be destroyed. The blight ended on Morrowind. To destroy Dagoth, you must sever his connection to the Heart of Lorcan. To do this, strike the heart with the artifact Sunder once, and then strike the heart more than once with the blade Kinning. You must wear Wraithguard, because you cannot handle either Sunder or Kinning unless you are wearing Wraithguard. That is a short, simple explanation. Here is a long, detailed, written down explanation for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. And no need. Adios. And just like that, we're a hero again. We are no longer a wanted criminal. I did. Hey, how you doing? We've heard the proclamation. Vivek had removed the curse on the Neverine and ended the persecution of the dissident priest. You still hate me, though. I guess being part of House Telani also has its downsides. Okay, so what's next for us? We have to head towards the Ghost Gate, which means we're heading towards Alderaan. Right. And we've saved here in our safe room, so that if anything happens, we can just teleport away. Alderaan. So we want to make our way to the Ghost Gate. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One, they have information we need. Two, there's a unique encounter there that you can't get unless you're at this stage in the quest. And then three, they basically have some of the best equipment and gear in the game. It's all useless for us because we're past that point. But if you're a regular level 18 character and you don't know all the ins and outs of the game and you make it to the Ghost Gate without having all of the best weapons available to you, then it's good to buy some stuff while you're here. So I'm going to use my boots to fly over this hill and then hopefully up towards, because I want to go down here basically, but I don't want to take the road because there are just so many horrible things on the road that always want to kill me. And I haven't really had much time to deck out my character with unique spells or things. Like, I'm still carrying around skulls and plans and all that stuff. Ignore that I missed. I went this way because I thought I could avoid the cliff racers, but there are literally 12 of them here. Oh, that was nearly a death fall. Hello. There we go. We got out. So if you slide on the ground like that, you take damage, even though you're technically on the ground. But the fact that you're still sliding means that you are still considered to be adding distance to your fall. So we're actually going to go inside this time instead of going. We're going to look for an old man called Wolf. Who's cool? He's cool. Hey there, Wolf. How you doing? Hello. They call me Wolf. What brings you to the Ghost Gate? Perhaps you keep my business secret. I'm the Neverine, and I go to confront Dagoth in his citadel. What a piece of luck. I'm an old Legion veteran. I'm as old as the poor old Emperor. Bless his soul. I'm too old for campaigning. I came this far to look at hell, but I can't go any further than this. I'd take it kindly if you would carry this old lucky coin when you go to face Dagoth. Sort of a token of the tough young hero I used to be. Would you do that for an old man? Yeah, I'll take your old coin with me. It's very kind of you. Here's the coin. I had it with me a long time. It always brought me luck, but I have no use for it now. I'd like to pass it on to somebody younger, somebody going places that I can't go anymore. Your generation's shaper of history, an engine of destiny. That coin will bring you luck on the mountain, I promise. For the Emperor and the Emperor. For the Emperor and the Empire, as we say in the old legions. Go with Kinnereth. Poor old Emperor. The Emperor is getting old. I don't know how much longer he'll hang on. For the whole Empire, for that matter. Getting old, that is. The Emperor and his legions have held the Empire together for hundreds of years. It's been a good thing, by and large, but maybe it's time for change. Time for something young and new. What, no ideal? Because I'm old. An old dog doesn't get new ideals. But maybe young folks like you should try some new ideals. I don't know, it could be messy, but change is never pretty. That's me. Goes get someone in particular. The Grand Ordinator. The Ordinator Grand Commander, Rathrin Ovell, is in the Tower of Dawn. Boygan Armiger, Grand Marshal Gladwin Omar. Okay, he's just telling me who they are. So this guy right here is Talos. This is the god Talos. And if you ask people about him, old Imperial fellow, old veteran named Wolf, nope, nobody here. Not that I remember. I don't remember any old Legion veterans here. Not in a very long time. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. He's right over there. He's right there. Yeah, he is an incarnation of Talos, here to help us along. So, Uverth, how are you doing? I'm doing good. You know Wolf? Nope, you didn't. Okay, well, Ghost Fence. Oh, your murders. Little Ore, My Trade, Never-Ending Pilgrimage. Civic Place. You're not the one I'm looking for. Is it you? No, it might be in the other tower, honestly. Yeah, it's probably in the other tower. So we got Wolf's Lucky Coin, which is right here. Old Man's Lucky Coin. It adds a permanent effect to you. It should be somewhere over here. Maybe. It's around. I know it's around. Restore magic resist. Or does it add a... Add a power. Yeah, it's the power. Luck of the Emperor. So you can now fortify yourself by 20 points of luck. And you can miss out on that if you don't go talk to Wolf. So we've done our talking to Wolf. Now we just need to get directions. And the direction people are the scouts that are living here at Ghostgate. So they've gone all through that area. And this one in particular, I think, My Trade. Pilgrimages, place. I just might not be looking at the right dialogue option. Yeah, I don't really need to talk to them, but it would be nice to have some directions. Then I wouldn't have to go looking. And if we go back here, we'll be able to note that Wolf is gone. He's done his good deed for the day. No longer around. I do feel like it was one of these people. My Trade. You gain the new power, Luck of the Emperor. Wait, did that actually give me some instructions? Or maybe the plan to defeat Degathera has some instructions. So a series of aggressive raids inside the Ghost Gate, a series of aggressive raids to neutralize Ashkin or recover artifacts from their bodies, an assault on the citadel of Finnanau to neutralize Dagoth Vinin and recover the artifact Sunder. And then, yeah, basically, we just have to cover. The tribunal ordinators and programmers are familiar with the terrain and provide you with maps and the current intelligence reports. Yeah, but I wish they told me who is telling me these kind of things. Maybe it's just a random programmers. Yeah, I know who you guys are. There's also a downstairs section to each tower. One of the downstairs towers is useful, the other one isn't. And I think this might be the useful one. No, this isn't. This is the unuseful one. Advice, secrets, pilgrimage services, specific place. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the good stuff. I don't care about your beef with the Legion. I kind of just need to know about Activator. Wait, move. I know you have a Daedric helmet. It's very cool. Now move. Get out of my way. Just standing in the doorway. I'm gonna have to kill you. I didn't want to kill you, but I'm gonna have to kill you. Yeah. You did this, not me. You are a NPC that has no value to me, standing in a spot that is just annoying. Congratulations, the Daedric Face of Terror is now on the floor, and the rest of your glass armor can disappear. And I'll take my gold back. Still just horribly racist towards me. Well, let's go into the Ghost Gate. This is the in-game. I'm gonna find the two artifacts, and then I don't know if I'll actually go confront Activator, or if I'll just go figure out what I'm gonna do from there. I really don't know if I want to save the Dunmer people at this point. They're a bit of an asshole. So I think this is the road I need to take. Oh, I don't. This is the road I need to take. They actually just marked the locations on my map. It's awful nice of them. Maybe I found them the last time I was in here. I did find some. I did find one, I think, but I don't think I found both of them. Because that one is over off in its own area. Yep, that right there is one of the citadels, and that one has kinning in it. One of the weird things about the fight against Dagoth is he expects you to bring him Kagrenak's tools. Because as far as he's concerned, that's how the prophecy plays out, right? But, like, if you don't... You could have just brought him Wraithguard, and, he... You would never know, you know. So, Kinning is actually not an Ash Vampire. It's just sitting up here. So we have it. And that's one of two done. So originally for that quest, there was a planned, there's supposed to be a planned aspect to it where there was going to be a fake Kinning, and because we don't really know how it was supposed to be played out, but there's data files that indicate that there's a Kinning that when you pick it up, it hits you with like a negative status effect. And I imagine that one was supposed to be carried by the guy in the pit in that ruin. He's a powerful Ash Vampire. So the whole Red Mountain used to be like the Vivek of the Dwemer. Like, it was the biggest citadel of the Dwemer in probably all of Mundus. You have Blackreach in Skyrim that could probably rival it, but it's not like So that Dwemer ruin that we just found there is it's important if you want to go the back alley route. So in order to do the back alley route, you need to come to the Red Mountain and you need to pick up 2 books. Kagrenak's Journal and Kagrenak's Plan Book. And if you have those 2 books, you can go to the Last Living Dwarf, the one that's living in Old Fry's dungeon. And if you go there with the 2 books and the unique Dwemer artifact, the old dwarf in that ruin, in that dungeon, he can stitch together Wraithguard. So you won't need Vivek to do it for you. Interestingly enough, the copy of Wraithguard that he gives you is unfinished. Like, it's still technically in the game, it's still a possible route for completing the game, but its texture isn't Wraithguard's texture, it's a Daedric Gauntlet's texture. And interestingly enough, it isn't on the hand that you would hold the Kagrenak's tool with. So, like, when you equip this one, and then you equip Wraithguard, you'll notice that Wraithguard and Kinning are in the same hand. If you get the Wraithguard from the Last Living Dwarf, the Wraithguard will actually be in the other hand. So you'll be holding Kinning with whatever hand you have. And we have to unequip this, and then we have to equip this again. I'm going to use Bomb on myself because I am in desperate shape. Hey there. Nope. Okay. So we don't have a soul to trap the guy down here, but we don't really need his soul. I'm okay with not having a full set. Dagoth Venom. What, you want to talk? You want to surrender? To boast? To talk me to death? I am one of the oldest things to ever slip from a womb of earth. But I haven't heard of anybody talk to death. Of course, it's always the first time, and I was brought up properly. I know it's not polite to interrupt, so just go ahead. Talk all you want, and when you're done, go home or take your best shot. It's all the same to me. Surrender? Don't bother. You surrender, I kill you. You want to go home? Fine. I won't touch you, but you lay a hand on me, and we fight until you're dead. Boast? Don't bother. You're not scaring anyone, you know. Just makes you look nervous. Come on, I'm waiting for you to make the first move. You are the challenger. Now when I close this menu, he is going to immediately hit us. Yeah, there you go. Come on. You aren't actually programmed to be courteous. You just think you are because that's what they thought you were going to be when they made the game, but... So I have Kagranak's tools. Job done. We can go home. I forgot about you. I gotta kill you. I kill you every time I'm here. So this is a Nord. Well, he was a Nord. And he's got an enchanted shield. And he's basically been dead for a long time. It's already a bit late to attack me. I kind of killed the guy in charge. Stole his weapons. It's a greater bone walker. And we're free. Now we just need to make our way to Dagoth Ur. Guess we don't have to, but we will. We'll be courteous. My hand is very much asleep, too. Actually, I may just end it off here. Because my hand is asleep. And we're pretty much done with what we can accomplish one day. I'd rather consider whether or not there should be a boss battle before we have a boss battle than just run into Red Mountain. So we'll save here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.